Introduction to leadership. So we are going to be looking at leadership as a concept. There are some group of people, they attempt to be what? Thinkers. While some persons, they think that they think, but they don't think. I know this one is very funny. This is another group of persons that they think. Why they are the third group of people that don't even think at all. Okay, these people that think that they think, they are very active. Why these ones? They are non-active at all. Every human being is being categorized into these three categories you are having here. The thinkers, they are the people that are proactive. In every situation they find themselves, they always have a solution because they think ahead. So as a business person, if you are to be a leader in that business, you know you might own the business, but you're not truly the leader in that business. You might be the person that have the vision, but you might be able to recruit a management team that will be able to have this classification. Maybe because you have the finance, right? You have the finance. Okay, I want to do business. I would like to go into some kind of business. But you know, inside of you might even be this kind of people. This thing is not working again. You might be this kind of people, but you have the resources. So you can also employ thinkers for you. The benefit of having thinkers is this. He said, this set of people are called the thinkers, as they usually think and get ideas that make things happen in any situation they find themselves. And as a thinker, they are proactive and they can project what next to do with your business. So they project ahead. There was a time our Shema was teaching us something. He said in America, they have in their cabinet, in government, they have a group of people that their business is just to think. That's what they are paid for. In the cabinet, they just assemble a group of people, they project into the future. Okay, the way the world is going on in the next 5 years, what will become of this particular era, maybe in the health sector. They project, because why? They are thinker. They were able to see ahead, they were able to view the activities that is happening around now and project, oh, in the next 5 years, the social sector, this is what will happen. These are thinkers. That is what they are good at. Naturally, they have built themselves. So for every business person, for you to be successful, you have to climb to this height, whereby you can view your business, you can project ahead. Do we understand? Okay, let's go further. And there are some persons who think that they think, but they don't think. These people, they are very active. We can find them in our offices, maybe as one of our staffs. They don't use their own mind of their own. They only follow instructions. You understand? If something is going on in the company, they don't have the mind of their own to, what will I do differently? They wait for instruction to come. Those people, they are not fit to be a leader. Do we understand? Because all they do is wait for instruction. Not that they are not active, but as soon as you give the instruction, they don't carry it, they don't give you what you want, but they can't think if there is a problem. And as a leader, your first ability is what? The ability what? To think. So that's that. Then there are these set of people that don't even think at all. These ones, they don't even know what's happening around them. If you give them instruction, they cannot even carry out instructions. They are so lazy. Do we understand? They are so lazy, and we find them in our streets. I don't want to put some group of people downward in life, but you see them. They are the ones that always want favor from you. They want to ask for you. This guy, can't you do something with your head? They're always there looking for a favor. Shaman, bless me. You understand? They can't think. Even though if you tell them, do XYZ, you will get this. They are not willing. You understand? they are not willing. But in the midst of it, they are living with us, right? So now, if you are going to pick a leader, who are you going to pick among these three category of people? Is the thinkers, right? Is the thinkers. So I have to bring that. So before you talk about leadership, before you say if somebody is a leader, you need to know the caliber of that person, who the person is naturally. So now let's move. Okay, and like I said before, leadership is not, when you talk about leadership, it's not just today concept, it has been on, but we are going to dive into different aspects of it. And what I have here, I said a leader is someone who guides, who influence, and who inspire others to achieve common what goals. Like she said, the leader is supposed to what? To inspire. You understand? It guides, that person guides. And for you to start, say you want to run the race of being a leader, there is a common goal, right? So one of the characteristics is that he is a visionary. There is something that you are leading this group of people to achieve, right? There is a target. Likewise, in our business, you have a target in your business. So as a leader, there is supposed to be a kind of target that surpasses the ordinary mind. Because if your target as a business person is what every other person can achieve, I don't see what is it that you are chasing that is different from what others are chasing, that will not inspire others to follow you. Do you understand? Do you understand what I just said just now? Because that is one good quality of a leader. A leader is somebody that is supposed to what? Inspire people. And how do you inspire people? It's by having something that is bigger than these people. Something that is what? Bigger than these people. When I came to African Brigade, the first meeting, like I was testifying to one of our sisters here, I've been going to meetings, I've been going to places, but what I heard that day, it was bigger than I. You understand? Likewise, so many of us, when you came that day, what you heard was bigger than what you heard before. That is why the person will want to stay and say, okay, let me follow this path, let me see what this person has. So if your business, the vision of your business is not bigger than what every other business we are having in town before, I don't think there is a reason why somebody will want to settle and say, I think I have a path in this place, let me follow this business. There have been real estate business in this part of the world before now, right? There have been other businesses before now. But what we are fashioning at is something that is different from what we've heard before, right? And that is one factor that inspires people that want to stay. So likewise, in your own individual business, have a target that is bigger than even you. Have a vision, a goal that is bigger than even you. And that is where you will be able to pull out followers that want to follow you to the end. Because people want to see something that they cannot do, that you are venturing into. They cannot do it on their own, but you are venturing into. For them to say, this person is taking this path, let me follow. So for you to get a good follower as a leader, you have to have a vision that is what? Greater than you yourself. Do we understand? Am I being too fast? Okay. So like I said, a leader is someone who guides, influence, and inspire others to achieve common goals. In other words, a leader directs, and with the wealth of knowledge and character, we influence and motivate the group of people to achieve goals and vision of that what? Group. We talk about vision, we talk about direction. And how do you direct? Is by inspiring. Do we understand? You guide these people. And one thing I want to call our attention to, a leader is not far from the followers. For you to be a leader doesn't mean you are a special creation. Do you understand? Everybody, we are all equal in the sight of God. Not that because you are the leader, that you now have one kind of ego. That no, people cannot talk to you, no. You being a leader is a privilege. You understand? It is a privilege. It doesn't mean that others don't have capacity. Just that you were privileged to be able to develop the capacity inside of you. And for a good leader, for you to tell of a good leader, is the ability for that person to be able to what? Develop the followers. Do we understand? Ability for you to what? Develop what? The followers. I say it is worth to know that a leader is as good as what? As his followers. It is a natural principle that people will get to copy the character of their leader. Hence, you get to measure a leader by the quality of the followers that he has. If you've been running a particular group or a particular business and you have these staffs, they've been with you for the past 5 years, you'll be able to tell the kind of leader that you are through your staffs or through the group, the members of that your group. Do we understand? Because naturally, people get to follow you. They get to mimic your character. And if what they mimic is corruption, it tells that you as a leader, you are corrupt. Do we understand? That is why you find that in our garages, you see all the agberos. You see how they behave. It was because they are leader. They are like that. Do you get it? If you come to a business school like this, when you hear our chairman talk, you want to follow. This guy has something. Let me follow. You want to develop yourself. Am I lying? You want to what? Develop yourself. So as a leader, you can be measured by what? Your follower over time. Do we understand? Okay, let's continue. So with what I have said thus far, I want to ask a question. Are you a leader? Are you a leader? Let's answer the question. This is an interactive one. Are you a leader? Are you a leader? Okay. Do you have the characteristics of influencing? When I ask, are you a leader? I'm trying to look at these things. Can you influence people? Can you guide people? Can you give people equal opportunity, a good environment for them to grow? Are you the type that want to sit upon their progress and say, no, I am your head, you cannot surpass me? If you're able to answer this question, I think you are at the verge of answering if you are a leader or not. But now I want to dive into something. A simple test for you to know if you've been a leader and not just occupy an office is if the people that you are leading, if they have the opportunity to choose between you and something else, will they follow you? If, for example, you've been the MD or the head of that organization, right? You've been managing that team for the past 15 years. And somebody now came, look at what I said, 15 years. So you must have what? Gained relationship. They must have known you and all that. And now the company now brought somebody else. The company now wants to remove you from that position, wants to strip you of that position, and they are bringing somebody else. With the people that you have been leading, are they willing to follow that new person, or are they willing to follow you? That is one way you can measure if you've been a leader towards them. If they are willing to say, even with this person that is there, I want to go and seek counsel from this man. You know that, yes, over time, you've been a leader over them. But if you now get to a situation where as soon as that person comes, thank God, this one don't carry wahala, go. You know that you have just been a boss over there. You have just occupy the position, but you've not been a leader over time. So when I ask the question, are you a leader? Try and measure those that have been under you. What has been their experience? That is what will tell you if you are if you are a leader. Okay, now let's move forward. Like the topic is, we are looking at leadership development. I believe we've been able to touch some certain things about leadership. Now let's talk about development. Development is simply building capacity over time. Development is simply building capacity over time. And development can be said to be a growth. Once you are growing on a particular endeavor, let's say you started this course and over time you have grown, you are not where you are when you started. You can say that person is is developing through the rank, right? That is development. Development is referred to the process of growth, progress, or improvement over time. Therefore, leadership development, as what the topic is said, is referred to activities and program that is aimed at improving your skill, ability, and confidence of an individual to become an effective leader. Any activity that you did consciously. Like I said just now, we've talked about leadership in a way, and in what we have said, we have been able to highlight some characteristics. Like we talked about vision, right? We talk about guidance, leading people, right? Building an enabling environment. If you know that you're not somebody that have these characteristics before now, and now you start taking conscious effort to build this skill, we can say that you are going through what? Leadership what? Development. So in our business, there are areas we may be lacking. And I know in the course of this training, so many things in the course of this business school, we have been highlighting so many areas of businesses. And if in the course of it, you've been able to see something that truly I've been lacking this thing, no, that's why I have not been able to succeed in my business. And now you now take the initiative to say, okay, let me move, let me work on this thing. We will say that truly our leadership training here has been what? Impactful in you. Because what? You have seen something and you take what? The conscious steps to grow on that what? On that thing. That is what leadership development is all about. The conscious effort for you to what? Undergo the training, the right skill for you to what? Being able to be what? A true what? Leader. Do we understand? Do we understand? Okay, that is what a leadership development is all about. Now we are going to take a clearly look at some of the aspects that we'll talk about. We're looking at the key components and characteristics of a leadership that would drive your business to succeed. I know I have talked about some of them in a way, but I'm still going to what? Re-emphasize on them. The key components that would drive your business to succeed as a leader. You being a leader in that business, what are the key components that would drive that business to succeed? First of all, we talked about what? Vision. We talked about what? Vision. Vision is very key for every business, because once the vision is not known, okay, what are you really working on? Fine, I want to do buy and sell. I want to open a provision store, a provision shop in my locality. What's the purpose of that provision shop? You want to serve a particular what? Group of people, right? Now you are trying to have the vision, right? You're trying to make it very clear for you. You want to serve a particular kind of people. Okay, these people I'm going to serve, what is their capacity? Are they under the middle age, middle grade, or are they under the lower grade, or are they under the higher grade? Do you understand? Like for example, you want to go and open a business like a laundry business, and you are in a locality where these people, I don't want to look down on some group of persons. Let's say they are the lower level, they are tagged to be poor people. People that maybe their monthly income is like 30,000 naira with the current economy. Now you are going to open a laundry shop. How do you think you're able to get somebody that is earning that kind of salary with all the current economic indices to come and patronize your business? Don't wash their clothes themselves. Some of them don't even have the time to go and iron clothes. Right? They don't have the time to go and iron clothes. So while you are putting up that, you have to have a clear vision. The people your business wants to serve. Do you understand? When you know the kind of people your business wants to serve, that will now aid where you are going to what? Locate the business. There was a time in 2015 or 2017 thereabouts, I went with one of my friends to Lagos. I lived there about a month and 2 weeks. And the brother of this my friend is into so many things. He's into laundry, is into fumigation and all that. Do you know that this man, his targeted area was the high class of Lagos, the island. He has one lady. They say the lady is a manager in MTN. He goes to pick this lady clothes twice a month, and this lady pays about 17,000 naira for the washing of her clothes. Just one client. Then 2015 or 2017. Then just that lady. Then he also has one guy in MTN office that pays him and the family, they pays over 150,000 naira. This same laundry business that we are doing here in Warri, that you struggle to get clients that will even pay you 10,000 naira. You understand? Somebody just having just those two clients alone. He has other clients like that too. What am I trying to say? He has a target what? Market. You understand? Because he has a vision. You know, this my laundry business will not be like every other what? Laundry business. So he was able to what? Have the vision and define it. So as a leader, you must have the vision, that organization. What is our purpose? Where are we driving at? And the vision must have to be what? Very what? Clear. Do we understand? Do we understand? So let's continue. Say for a leader to drive a business successful, there must be a clear vision or goal as what is being set out to be achieved by the business at a particular time. And not just having the vision, there have to be what? A step-by-step approach that you need to cut out. You not just have the vision, you must also what? Do the what? Step by step. And one of the steps I said about this guy that is doing laundry, your location. Where am I locating this business? Who are my target audience? Who am I going to target? Am I targeting those that I will be dragging to pay 1.5? That will take 3 days to pay 1.5. I'm targeting those that can transfer 100,000 now while I finish washing their clothes. These are what? Step-by-step approach. You are stating your objective, what you want to do, and how you can make it what? Successful. Do you understand? And it also goes down to, okay, how do I get down to these people? All of these are you trying to what? Give a detailed approach how you're going to what? Achieve your vision. Do we understand? It might not just be in business, because leadership cut across different spheres, like I said earlier. It might be you are holding a particular organization, even in the church. What is the goal? Like we know different churches, they are of different denomination. In your denomination, what is the goal? What is the projection? You understand? You're able to what? You have a clear vision and state how you are going to what? Do it. Some churches, their goal is to what? Get more members into the church. You understand? Get more members into the church. As they come, God will speak to them. They will hear. Just come anyhow. You understand? Just come anyhow. I'm just trying to give an example. Come anyhow. Maybe by the time you receive the word will transform you and you will change. Right? Why there are some that will say short jeans is prohibited. Long hair is prohibited. Their own goal is to get those that are saved already. Right? I don't know if I'm making sense. If I'm making sense. Because they think that, okay, if this category of persons will come, they might come and corrupt these other persons. But this one that have the vision of getting more members, let everybody come. So that is the vision. And they are taking strategic steps to define what they want. So what I said just is just what an example I'm trying to cite. I'm not trying to cite any church. So please forgive me if that is your thought. But I believe I'll be able to pass the message to you. So your vision will guide you what you will do. And the second thing you have here is what? Communication. It's not just enough for you to have the vision, but for you to be able to what? Communicate that vision clearly, even to the least person in that what? Organization. Like I said, you as a leader, you cannot run alone, but you must run with the what? With the followers. For that thing to be able to be successful, that business is the ability of all the staffs and personnel together for them to be able to understand the purpose of that business. And that will even inspire them and drive them to want to what? Put in all their best. But once they don't have understanding, staff A is going this direction, B is going this direction, and maybe A will come and B will come in contact with a client, and the client asks B, what are you people doing here? B will say something different. A now staff with the same staff, maybe the next day the clients come. A will tell that client different thing. So what were you expecting from that client now? These people, they don't know what they are doing, and you will lose what? That client. All because what? There was no proper communication on the vision of what? Of that business. Do we understand? Is it very clear? But once there is a proper communication, every personnel in that business knows where the business is driving to. So for that person to even convince a client is very easy, because he or she know A to Z about what? That business. Do you understand? So it's not just you as the boss or as the owner of that business alone. No, it has a very a good thing to do what even with the staff for that business to what to succeed. If you're not able to carry every personnel in that business along, the possibility of that business to succeed is very slim. Do we understand? So that's communication. For those that are writing, I would say communication is the life wire of every business. Effective communication by a leader, both vertical or horizontal, among team members and also with customers, will help the business to succeed. What do I mean by horizontal and vertical? Communication in a business goes maybe between hierarchy and also among staff that of what the same level. That's what I mean by vertical and horizontal. If the director wants to talk to the manager, you know, that's a kind of a vertical communication. But when you want to talk to every other staff that's at the low rank among staff by themselves, that's the horizontal. So in any space, in any area you're going to look at, there must be what? Smooth what? Communication. And not just within the staff, and also with the customers. If the people that are buying your product don't understand what your product is doing, how do you think they will be able to buy? And the only way that you can make them understand is what? Through what? Communication. Do you understand? So communication of your vision is very, very what? Key in what? For a leadership to grow the business. And I said, another thing we're going to look at is integrity. Integrity. For every leader, one of the characteristics is what for you that you have is what? Integrity. And in integrity that we are looking at is not just for you to have high morale. No. Integrity is not just ethical or morality. Integrity has to do with you chasing a particular cause consistently. For example, let me give an example. You are setting up a business and you come to tell the general public that for everyone that come into our company, our service is top notch, A rate. That's what we are offering. Do we understand? You are offering a rate, top notch service. Make sure that that is what you pursue with all your life. Anything that let it be that, okay, you told me top notch, A rate, and at the end of the day, I'm not seeing C. There is no excuse. And if I mention something happened along the line, it's best you communicate. We are sorry, this happened, this was not our intention, something you have to communicate to them. Because this is what you saw that as is top notch you are delivering. Do we understand? So that is integrity. You have to stand by your word. Do everything possible to make sure that you achieve that what? Purpose. Do we understand? Then another thing about leadership, let me rush to the last one, is empowerment. A good leader empowers those that are the followers. Like I said, you have to create an enabling environment for every one follower to get what? To their full potential. There is no human being on earth that doesn't have a potential in them. But some of them, they've not had the opportunity. So it is not good enough for you as a leader to just keep them like that. You make sure that you evaluate over time. You create an environment for them. Somebody once said that a farmer doesn't have the power to put inside the seed that will germinate in every crop. You don't have the power to enable that seed to germinate. The only thing that the farmer does is what? Creating an enabling what? Environment for that seed to do what? To germinate to full potential. Likewise for every one leader. If you are a leader in any spheres of life, the only thing you can do is to what? Create an enabling environment for everyone follower. And as they grow, the workload is even more easier for you. When we started, our boss was the one that was championing the whole cause. But here we are, he's not here today. But we are training others. Because what? He has what? Gave us the what? The enabling what? Environment. We can see in some churches or in some group, let's say the choir leader, we don't want to give other choir member the microphone to go and head the singing that day because you don't want that person to outshine you. You don't want to give them the platform. God will always bless individual in their own way that God wants to bless them. So it's best that you give them a platform. Let them fly through you. The same way we have been flying through this platform. Do we understand? So that's that for what? Empowerment. So I don't have much time. I would have looked into some other things, but there's something I have to say before I go. The function of a leader in a business. What are the functions of a leader in a business? Occupying an office doesn't make you function as a leader. But this inherent ability while running the business is what makes you make you a leader. One of the inherent ability of a leader is this. Nothing happens without leadership. In every organization, nothing happens without what? Leadership. Because like I said earlier, leaders are thinkers. If you are not a thinker, don't just bother being a leader. Do you understand? When crisis strike in, it is the ability for you to think a way out that make you champion, and that's what make you a good leader. So nothing happen, and leader, they are very innovative. Do you understand? They are innovative. You can't be doing one thing over and over and over, and you're expecting that, okay, this business is not growing. Our profit base has been 500 million over the past 10 years, and maybe a company that came up in the past 3 years, they are now making 100 million. So you have to think. You have to think and innovate other means to grow your profit base. Do you understand? So as a good leader, you must make things happen. Another thing about leadership is nothing succeeds without leadership. Nothing succeeds without leadership. I say leadership develop ideas, constant evaluation of the growth process of the business, and every challenges, and it takes initiative to make the business record success that the business desires. You understand? It takes up the challenge. So nothing comes to success without the leader. Everyone follower will just be there. When they are stranded, they are all looking up towards the leader. Right? In our businesses, we have experienced it now. When you're having challenge with your generator, it's not the issue of your staff or staff with that. Okay, generator spoil. Now they know. Abi, the highest they do, they don't call mechanic. But how to avoid that scenario not to happen again is not of their business. It is you as a leader that will now give instruction. Is it that people are not monitoring the oil always? Because the staff they don't send you. You understand? So you put the things in motion as a leader. Then I will wrap. They have been signaling me up and down. I go come out. I know my time is up. Nothing improves without a leader, and nothing is being corrected without a leader. So for me to wrap up, let's run with this 3 key. For you to be a leader, you have to have these 3 DNA running in you. First of all is inspiration. Second is integrity. And the third is insight. Inspiration is what we call the vision. You are inspired. Something greater than you that everybody will want to for this person to have this kind of inspiration, let me follow. I cannot have this desire. Since he's having it, let me follow. Your inspiration will bring people on board. And your integrity is continuous following that vision. Do you understand? When you continue running with that vision, not minding what others are saying, you know that this is it, and you are consistent in it. And the insight is for you to see before others. The ability for you to project the future. And this is very key for everyone leader. And if you're able to carry these 3 things along with you in your business, you will be able to succeed in your business. Thank you.